Welcome to Biology Made Easy. In this lesson, we are explaining the various factors that determine population size or population growth, and then also explaining or discussing the effects of each of the factors on population size and growth. Here we are with population. When it's growing, it means the population size increases, and birth rate or fertility rate, total fertility rate, these go to increase fertility size. Then we have, when the population declines, we have these factors: mortality rate or death rate. When the population is stable, we have birth rate and death rate balances it. So these are the main factors, and these main factors have also these factors. You have birth rate, death rate, and you have infant mortality, pre-reproductive mortality, life expectancy, pre-reproductive age, reproductive age, post-reproductive age, doubling time, carrying capacity. These are also factors that are within or included in these factors. So the balance of these factors will determine whether the population is increasing in size or is stable growth, or the population size is declining. Then we have other factors: food supply, space, pollution, economic growth, diseases or medicine, industrialization, technology, education, birth control, conflicts and wars. All these are other factors that go in to add up or subtract from the main factors, which are these, to determine human population size or population growth. In this first lesson, we are going to discuss birth rate, fertility rate, total fertility rate, fecundity. All these terms are related to this birth rate or increase in population size. Now, we want to look at these terms. They all mean almost the same thing: birth rate, fertility, total fertility rate, fecundity, and fertility again here. And want to look at it and look at the differences. Birth rate is the total number of births in the year per 1,000 women in the given population. Fertility is the number of births in a year per 1,000 women of reproductive age. So the difference between birth rate and fertility is this: reproductive age or childbearing age. Fertility looks at the number of births of a particular group hitting on the reproductive age group. So you see the difference when working out with birth rate or fertility rate. Birth rate of the world was this much: 17.68 births per 1,000 women. Fertility rate of the world was 2.48 births per woman of a reproductive age. So this is specific per woman. This is per thousands of women. So if we want to use this to project into the future, fertility will be more accurate to use than birth rates. Now, what about total fertility rate? The total fertility rate is the average number of births to women during their reproductive years in a given population. So the difference between fertility and total fertility rate is the average number of births. Both of them look specifically at the childbearing age women. Then fecundity is also a term related to births, and fecundity is the possible number of births or offsprings that can be produced over one's lifetime. So fecundity is the potential for reproduction, is the possible number of births. And then fertility, if we are comparing, is the actual number of births or offsprings that are produced. And so it's the natural capacity to reproduce, not the potential. Now, these terms we have explained, they all go to bring about increase in population size and produce increase in population growth. In our next lesson, we are going to look at what each of these terms are and then explain how they affect the population size and population growth using age distribution charts to explain. So if the lessons have been useful, give us your likes and do kindly subscribe, and then please ask your questions and comments. Thank you very much. Goodbye.